Nisuing ba sakantikon Northeast Media Hub-ona rimchaksoa. Dalni koborrangko akanat nas kang katabichongrangko akanat tinga. Government Administrative Department yao sungdongingiparang na aako para dakeon skana sorkari tika. Garo Hillso meseng aro dragon fruit ko bangbati china scientist rang kupatya. Official gari rang na sorkari niyamrang ko rakpatata. East Chinga Hillso bisi gnang chaani ko chae JNV ni sak sotpungas ku chatro chatri rang sani ko mana. SBI office dokni jangke ko pegala jaman customer rang slni jangke ko jakhalna nanga. Manipurni mechik saksa lak chibungani dayande brand ko begote songni mechik rang ko bulgnangata. Anga cheno CH marak ta koborrangko sul para katinga. West Garo Hills ajani turau donggipa Government Administrative Department ya arango J mandirangan sungdonga chaingachim wan dakapa mandirangna ya aako adok sorkari para dakeon skainba andita bulsirangna meligriki jani ko namatna tika ngaha. Budbar salo cabinet ni topmani ko Shillong songjunmani ward slek ko ngatangani jaman koboratem gepa mandirang baksa akan gerkengon patanggaman bulsi kolachi bulsi sotpunga mangna mata mandirang sorkari ni arango sungdonga chatukaha aruyan nakapa banga ubos charangnan kachario dakrekani rangkoba nekna maningkwani geman ya biap rango sungdongeng gepa mandirang ni namgenina aru adok sorkari ni namgenina ba ya arangko para dakeon skana tika anghane skotong minister para kataha. Skotong minister ni aganani getade yan dakapa sorkari ni arango sungdongeng gepa mandirangko arekalna geta batanggaman somairango uyatani rangko nanya sel mandirang ni gisepo ne nekani rangko chagrongna nangaha aro badiaba somairango de soso jengjeng wani rangko ba nekna manahani geman adok sorkari bulsi getamna skang JK William nagaro yan dake sorkari ni arango sungdonga chainggepa mandirangna cholko naha apsan neken turauba sorkari ni arango sungdongeng gepa mandirangna cholko na tikangaha. Yan dakapa arangara dao sorkarina kajina matnani aranggeta ungskagenok ne jana patingon ya kamo dingtangmancha niam ko jareken aro ya niamo pangchake mekangchi ya biaprango sungdongeng kepa mandirang ba sorkarina mameng niknekanirang dongjana geta cholko nanggen aniaganin ba ya kamnis kanggepa bako bakana bachingat genok ne sangma para kataha.
The settlement of the GAD land under Tura town area, West Garo Hills. As you are aware, there are many localities where there are government offices, there are government land which have been encroached by individuals and public at large in the past 30, 40, 50 years. And in many cases, there have been a lot of court cases going on, and at different times there have been eviction notices being given, which has caused a lot of inconvenience and at times law and order situation. And hence, in line with the same policy which we adopted for William Nagar about 2 to 3 years back, the cabinet today has approved the proposal from GAD to go for settlement of these encroached land. So this will be leased out in a long-term lease to the people who are staying in that land. The land will be revenue land, but as I said, lease pata, long-term lease will be given to these individuals. There are criteria that will be followed, and based on those criteria, now as I said, it will be regularized in one way. Settlement will be done so that in the future there is no more complication and no more situations that the government or the public has to face. As I said, these people have been in that land for a long time, and the only practical way for us to move forward in this was to go for the settlement so that we can actually see these kind of long problems being settled once and for all.
Pasigat ni Horticulture and Forestry College ni ngodonggepa Fruit Science Department ni Assistant Professor Dr. Nongtombam Devachandra, Nagpur ni Agriculture College odonggepa Horticulture ni Professor Dr. Vinod Raut Baksa. West Garo Hills ajani wari bokre, aro East Garo Hills ajani sobokre, na bokre, rong bokre, aro dari bokre, songrangona riyange, komula, narang, chambul, aro wandakapa meseng baganrangko niyangaha. Ya official rang ni meseng baganrangko niyanganiyo East Garo Hills ajani District Horticulture Officer Alva Vesta Dishira, aro gepan official rang ba wamang baksa dongpaha. Ya songrangona riyanganiyo gamigi chagapa manderang baksa akan gerkengon ya meseng baganrangko wamang nami chalainga ni official rang masina manaha. Ya songrango matam gami ge chagaparang drip irrigation ba gama ge anirango pipe rang gata chiko sale ja pangon watinga niba official rang naknamanaha. Aro ya bewal ko gapan biaprango gami ge chagaparang ba daksneng naman gen anewiyataha. Andake onggen chmoba ya jol rango bang bate bite rangko manna horticulture officer rangni nirokaniyo somai gata bol rangko ritam rongna nanginga ne gapan biaprango ni riba gapa scientist rang aganaha. Ya biap rangko niyangani jaman hub news paksa akan gerkengon. Garo Hillso dragon fruit rangko game ge e jangi tangna chol rang bangen donga ne Dr. Deva Chandra kanaha. Dragon fruit ara mande ni be na namgapa ngani gemen ya biteko plak biap rangon mande rangam toka ne bawa akanaha. Dr. Deva Chandra ni akanani getade ya dragon fruit ni ko rengani bechi aro chu koba thari na mane yan game ge e chagaparang na bangen mandapani rang donga. Garo Hillso dragon fruit ko geaniyo chusokopong na gita horticulture department officer rang KVK rang aro Icar center rang ni dakchakani kora china gita ba wagame ge chagaparang ko kupatiangaha. Garo Hillso science ni bewalo gama ge anichi aro game ge chagaparang department baksa nang reme kam ko ka anichi meseng aro dragon fruit ko geani nambat na gita mangen aro ya game ge chagaparang ni jangi tangani gadang ko nambat atna mangen ene scientist rang akanaha.
Some of the important aspect of commercial cultivation includes the procurement or the source of the planting material, which we advise as a professional to procure only from the recognized nurseries maintained by the ICAR institutes, agriculture universities, as well as the respective state horticulture departments. Because many a times the farmers face the problem of either having the white pulp instead of red pulp they prefer, because red pulp dragon fruit are mostly preferred because of its antioxidant and anthocyanin content, which is said to be more nutritious in terms of the antioxidant properties. As in other part of the northeastern state, adoption level of the farmers are quite high, mainly because the demand of the fruit is quite good. And for the Garo Hills, I would like to suggest and give my advice that always to go with the advice of the KVKs and the Department of Horticulture, mainly for two reasons. One is the procurement or the sourcing of the good quality planting material, which they can suggest and they can guide. Another one, selection of the site where they can cultivate. Two things will be very important, I think. One is the place should not be too shady. Second thing, it should have a good drainage. Since it is a hilly zones and hilly slopes, performance on the southern facing hill slopes will perform better if we see the northern facing, which will be more of a shady. Saying so, we should avoid those areas which is having too much of sunshine to avoid sun scaling of the fruits.
Official gari rango siren VIP light aro gisum glass rangko skathang jakhalna manjana gita adok sorkari niam rangko rakpatataha. Skangpa changna Shillong Songjulmani word sleko cabinet tomani ko atangani jaman koborat cham kaparangna thalate nangingon plug official gari rangon VIP light rangko siren rangko aro andalat kapa glass rangko skathang jakhalna manjana gita standard operating procedure rangko cabinet ra chakangaha aro yan yam ko tarianiyo sawarang siren ko jakhalna manna sawarang VIP light rangko jakhalna manna ya plug kon janapaha ne adokni skotong minister Cornet Kesangma parakataha. Skotong Minister ni yatani gitade andalat kapa glass rangko Z+ category ni official gari rango jakhal naman gen. Siren rangko de police, emergency service aro VIP rang ni pilot escort gari rangsan jakhal naman gen. VIP light rangko jakhalani bidungo janapat skaingon asong ni dongemen niamo pangchake gechak kapa light rangko de darangpa jakhal naman jawa ne Skotong Minister parakataha. Yani bidungo principal secretary ni anichi dingtangmanchagipa committee ko songaha ni parakatingon badiaba category bagadang ko radapna nangaode ya committeean nangani kri kam ko kaangen aro jinmana yatgen ane Skotong Minister akanaha.
The tinted glasses will be only for official vehicles of Z+ and Z category protectees will be there, and obviously there's a committee which is headed by the principal secretary, and hence if there are any specific cases being mentioned there, only those will be allowed. For the siren, I'll just read out. sirens can be used only by vehicles of police, emergency services, pilot and escort vehicles of VVIPs and VIPs. So that means that only the police vehicles, the pilot escorts of the VVIPs and VIPs can use the siren. So it is limited to police, emergency services, which obviously means ambulances and fire service and others. So these are the first. And as I said, there's a committee headed by the principal secretary. And if there are any other categories that need to be included, this committee headed by principal secretary will be authorized to then notify if any other individual or categories need to be included in this. But as of now, as I said, as per the notification that we are giving, only the police, only the pilot escorts of the VVIPs and VIPs will be allowed to use the siren.
Oy sengbo, chaani ko apsan tochi jo thai na skang sengbo. Yan nang ni BNB mangna aruan Chingni samtang na namja. Anda kapa toko anichi dingtang sabisi ko manama. Yan da kapa torang ko basa ko di jakal na paltaya, soe gala, aru nala rango pake gala. Diba daude, ruko, ya repurpose use cooking oil ni skimo, ya toko biodiesel tari nagta jakal gen. Unigaman, sengbo, antang ni BNB mang, aru nang ni samtang ko name rakibo.
Jaintia Students Union is Jaintia Hills ni rimbayo donggapa Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya o rongtalan talgijania sel saksot bunga school chatro chatrirang bisig nanggapa chaani ko chananange rianggapa November kolgrekani tarikoni okre aro chigal broke saingani na raken chigalataha. JSU ni Education Secretary Kinru Bocheru mi postnem ni dlanio JNVO porainggapa chatro-chatrirang ni maggepa paggepa aro jol ni dilgeparangon niko badika ako matnajaman namiam sandianiko dakataha. Namiam sandianiko dakanio sak kolachi sku chatro-chatrirang simang chutio dongenga aro wa prengonin sak kolgrek mangni geta chatro-chatrirang sadapna bachingahane head boy saksaw yataha. Yani gisepon PHC rimbai ni medical officer ya diarrhea ba okre rurai sani batrorwan yara food poisoning ba bisig nanggapa chaani chamananiko aro kasi kawak matnanyara skulo rongtalan talgijaniko mi soka neba JSU na talateo nangaha. Endak yung ingon, JNV ni principal salchi bongani gisepo ya chatro-chatrirangko apjidatna janapaniko JSU jigalataha. JSU yanigaman Assistant Commissioner of Food Safety na uyataha. Endaki wa school ko nirokchina Food Safety Officer na geetaniko natskaha. Food Safety Officer ni riangin yaniko dakon, school ko rongtalgija rakyaniko nagnamanaha. Wasan gija babul sirangoni obos tarangba namja baksana sunga chananiko dakenggpa manderangba rongtalan-talanina jakalgpa bosturang jekai makang pendapani bas koko pendapanirangko ba jakalgijani gisepon bisarangni chachakpa kuturi sambaon paikanarangba dongachem. Rengani chirangba rengna namgijagpa ongan baksana sak rechagni mangbatgpa chatro-chatrirangna chi chekchakpa gigeni mangmangsan onayachem. JSU School Authority rangko rongtalan-talatanirangko dakchina aro rengani chirangko namdapachina salchibongana somaiko natan baksana mameng namdapatanirangko dakjang ode mekangchi niamni gita rakkepa jakudeanirangko dakanggen aniba mekrakataniko nataha.
And today, we the JSU, we have given a complaint to the DMHO of East Jaintia Hills and also to the food inspector or the food safety officer and also to the principal, and we've given them an ultimatum and demands that if they don't rectify all these mistakes within the 15-day deadline, we will be forced to take other necessary actions.
Na simang bengko na riangon changsa may jangki maldoy na nangadonga hama. Orisani badrako donggapa State Bank of India branch ni nukka-cholni step rangko pigali-galani jaman bengko kam nanganar ibagapa customerang silni jangkiko jakalskana nangauga akaha. Sorkari niya ako sekdra nok rekapa aro dokhandakaparangko pigali-galanio SBI ni skanggapa gadangni kuturio na reinggapa jangkiko ba pigruaha. Endaki ya pigalani ko dakani salbonga skangan charampa anti chakramoni Badrak Railway Station jolrango dokan pasa dakenggpa nok jam reke dongenggpa aruwan dake niamgri sorkari ni ao reke dongenggpa rangko abjet china koborrangko manaha. Endaki ongenchmo ba adita nok aro dokan rang somai ongenchmo ba abjet jaha. Nara chugumak ansing baljokna skama mabanggi jasan.
Chugumak tak nang?
Endako de koros kamu tungo maina chugumak kuni jainga. Plus F marka dong pako.
Plus F?
Salantio anchini chaani rango. Beena namgani rangko de bangakon watchanga. Jean anchini bimang, gisik, porayani, nambate rakani, mandapani, aro gemuk konik nikata. Nang koban.
Ndak plianga chaunan machungja?
Oe chugumak nanganirang unigaman na atta merong kari to aro dutrangko koros kaingon plus F marka dongpa kosa nibo maina uno iron aro vitamin rangko nangani kriotna songi chane chaoba mukronchi nioba aro chathoa nioba mamang dingtangani ko ijawa
Dingtang rekan ku ijo ramai nasa brans ka injok.
endiba mengsau blongen dingtang rekani donga anchingyan seng baljokaniyo Nambata chaani ringani nambate jangi thangani. Plus F marka dongpa chaani rangko daaloni jakhalbo. Manipurni senapatio sungdongengpa bulsikola chigita monggpa mechek chokone pulrangko ratnate jakchi tarigpa brand daendeko bekote jolo sungdongengpa songrangni mechekrang aro chonchongpa game chagparangna jangi thangani gadangrangko namdabatna dakchakenga. Unia karkhanarangko abachingatanichi Indiani salgro salaraman asonggemeko badeng chiwalani cholrangko abachingatna nambatgpa biaprangoni damsaonga nimesoka. Wa hajalgani kolgriksa bulsio antangni gisik nanganichi aba chingbainba rianggpa bulsio lakchi bunga tangkarangko manaha. Dayandeni bostu chugumekan samtangtang aro joltang rango mangpa pulrangoa. Anga antang namnekani gemen angni bisa metengonin pulrangko gea Chingaya tarie ruani rangko jangi tangani choldake hajalgani kolgriksa bulsio aba chingaha. Songrango donggepa banga michekrang aro chonchonggepa game chaggeparang ya pulrangko gina aro tarina dakchaka. Wamangni kam ka anichi sa dayande chusokgepa ongnamatnahane chokone hub newsna parakataha.
We make sure we source all the flowers locally that are grown in the region and that are well adapted to the region. So there are a lot of women from the grassroots and from the back-end farmers that are behind these beautiful flowers. They are cultivating them in their backyard, small farmers, and also some varieties we are growing, we are collecting them from the wild. So these are a mixture of both farming variety and wild varieties.
Indiani dingtang biaprango atgepa exhibition rango bakra anichi baksana social media aro online palas manirangchi dayandeoniko breronggepa manderang bangin dongaha. Mungsong bate asama dokni manderang pulrangko bangin breronge dakchakronga ne chokone aganahap. Irang sandal ni koborrang ni swanina na simang sakantikon betela.
Prangna madaraju.
Salam nono riba.
Tarode namin sulinga ma.
Namen sulinga ba?
Ang na jani resun ko nat ko.
Monat ken.
Ada. Ira meta ko merong sa.
Nono, yade plus F ni nisan donggo pa 45 merong sa.
45 tunggu pa merong? Di pa ada. 45 merong aro ramram man ko pa merong ra dingtang ma. Nara phangna namram man ko pa merong ko sa phala chimba.
Nono, anching salgum ko je ko ba chaya. Anching ni anching baljo kani sa pangchaka. Dau wian iran dake. Maya gemak chi anching ara. Tik somai kata maninga ma. Tik somai kata manjagen chim ode anemia. Mani de an sibilgriani. Night blindness. Andaken walo nakna man gijak pa sabi sirang na ba donga.
Ada ya gemakara 45 merong baksara may baktong para.
Rani khangani donga no. Anchingni salan thiyo cha aniyo. Peena banga namgani rangko. Jekai iron, folic acid, vitamin B12, iodine, zinc, vitamin A aro D mannagta amja. Jeni gamanan dakba sabisi unaba donga. Sorkari ansing baljokani kurai makrakata. Tao FSSAI onani kita merong atta kari dud aro mongsonggipa thorango. Beena namgani rangko daude chimunge paskageno. Jechin naa salgemako platchiba 10% beena ansing baljokani ko manangen. Yakona gana 45 ko chaimung masibo. Yako ansing altua en plus F ni nisan ko nakemuna masyayen.
Andi ba ada? Plus 8 tunggu pa reson. Chingara baw ni ko mangen.
Nono, yano. Uni kemanan sorkario reson scheme rango jekai ICDS, MDM, PDS. Magsongani de yarango pangchakani. Jechin mangsa centrally sponsored rice scheme ni mananigta fortified rice bisa okodongba magaparang ba chini beena namgani rangni geman Resoni dokano mananirang kita nasmang gemegnan sokatangiya. Taaloni nasmangna aro ansing sakantini noktangrangna. Mangmang 45 merong.
Katade nangnin kake donga ada.
Yako uwiatingpa Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.